Right then, YouTubers, this is as per the title says, really just a bit of an experiment, really. Just going live on YouTube. I'm currently fishing on the Syndicate. Not a lot's happening, so I thought I'd give this YouTube live a bit of a bash. Oh, getting some, might have to come in a bit closer, getting some messages. Hi Josh, hi Paul, morning James, hi Darren, hi Dave, hi Matt T, hi Matt, how you doing? Only 4 weeks to Farlow's, Matt. Oh, there's quite a few messages coming in. I didn't think it'd be this busy, to be fair. Morning Wayne, morning Lewis. I've missed a few because there's loads scrolling through. I didn't think it was going to be this busy. Hi Greg, hi David, hi Lewis. Yeah, looking forward to it, Matt. Where am I? I'm on me Syndicate. Lucas, hi. Hi Gaming Lizard, hi Matt Peters. Cornish, Zach Scarpin, hi. What pot? I don't use a pod, I use bank sticks, Lewis. How much? 75. This time of year, Darren, it's 55 quid on a 3-day special that they're doing. Oh, Sean's angling. Yeah, sorry about that, Sean. This is a lot madder than what I thought it was going to be. I thought I might get 1 or 2 messages, but the messages are actually scrolling through really quickly, quicker than what I thought it was going to be fair. Cheers, Lewis. Hi, David Tewksbury. Where's the barbecue? I haven't actually got the barbecue with me. I see you too, Danny. When's the next blog? My next blog's going to be this Friday. A blog I filmed last Friday at Chad Lakes again. When am I back at Todber? Probably not to at least the springtime now. So I'm going to have to come a lot closer in because I was set my chair a bit further back so you could see all this kind of scenic view behind me, and I thought there might be 1 or 2 messages. Hi Jay, hi Wayne. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up, mate, but these messages are scrolling through a lot faster than what I was expecting, to be honest with you. I saw someone just starting, but it's gone. If I miss any of your messages that you want me to read out, you're going to have to type them again. Sorry, guys. It's they're scrolling through really fast, faster than what I can keep up. Ever thought of trying Raker Lakes in York? Never heard of it, mate, so need a hello for Peter. Cheers, angler. What bait do you tend to use for winter maggots? I've never really been much of a maggot user in winter, to be honest with you. I tend to just stick with boilies. This time of year I kind of stop spotting out the particles and just stick with boilies, to be honest with you, this time of year. Is it Headbangers hat? It is indeed, mate. Headbangers trapper hat. I've got to admit, if you ever have a cold head and want to keep a warm head, get one of these trapper hats because they are absolutely toasty. How's the Chinese spawn? Yeah, it was all right, to be fair. Will you be at the Northern Angling Show? No, probably not. I only tend to go to 1 show a year, and that's normally the big one. I'm not really one for going to every single show going, so I tend to just go to the big one, and normally anything new that I want to see is at the big one show. So I love your blogs, really want to meet you at fishing and say hi. What's your biggest fishes and what is your biggest fish? I never stop watching you. Cheers. Oh, that's already gone up. My biggest fish is 38.5 pound, which I caught last March. My biggest common is only a small 20 pound 8. Have you given up on Turley? From Ian Barber. I wouldn't say I've given up on it. I've not fished it for a few years, I must admit, but for those people who know anything about Turley, Turley's run by a right old battle-axe of a horrible woman that's just got a lake on her land. She knows nothing about fishing whatsoever, yet she's got a fishing lake on her land, and she treats everyone who comes fishing on her lake like a naughty little 2-year-old boy. So so the nicest way I can really put it is I'm not going back to Turley till she's gone. I don't know. Oh, you can scroll through these messages. Back up through these messages. I didn't realise I could scroll. Like I said, this is my first time doing YouTube live. Caster's best winter bait from Cranky Carter. God, I haven't used casters since I used to actually coarse fish, probably fishing for roach. I'm down with Syndicate now, blank for 24 hours, few hours left. Well, I'm on late shift tomorrow, Adam Wally, so I can still fish tonight. Look, so if it looks like I'm looking off camera at the moment, because I'm trying to read these messages. Which syndicate is it, mate? From James. Which syndicate? It's a private syndicate, unfortunately, mate. It's one that's run through the company I work for, and it's, unless you work for the company I work for, then unfortunately it's completely private. Not even outsiders. Well, that sounds a bit of a horrible way of saying it, but non-employees of the company I work for can't even fish it. So hemp oil in the winter from Tiny's Tiddlers. Yes, mate. Yeah, if I use any oils this time of year, it would be hemp oil, because hemp oil is a lot more soluble in cold water temperatures. In fact, off the top of my head, I think it's the only oil that's soluble in water this time of year. Yeah, I'd completely avoid fish oils. Maybe nut oils is okay, maybe. Right, I think I've caught up on all these messages. Oh, hang on, there's some more. Right, well, I've been scrolling back up through these messages. There's some more, so I'll try and scroll through these messages. Yeah. Graham from UK Bait Comp ? I don't know what that means. Get that. I have actually got me glasses in my bivvy, actually. What's your biggest pike? From Lewis. I don't fish for pike, so nothing. Oh, in fact, I tell you, I have caught pike unintentionally when I was down Linear Fisheries a couple of years ago. I was fishing for carp on a maggot swim feeder, and I caught a pike as I was treeving the rig. So they hooked it in the scissors, and it must have been all of about a pound. So yeah, so my biggest pike is about a pound, caught unintentionally. Not my biggest on Big A's, 28 and up. Very respectable fish there from Ollie Godwin. Yeah, Ian, yeah, I know what you mean. Hello, I'm at work. Get back to work there, Matt, from After UK. I'll see you in just over 4 weeks' time at Farlow's. Get on the cut, King. What do you work for? I work for Honda in Swindon, James. Where I work, they build the Honda Civic. At the moment, the Honda CR-V. We used to do the Jazz, but that's gone now. Shortly, we'll be finishing building the CR-V, and we'll be Civic only. So yeah, anyone who drives a Honda Civic, that's the factory where I work. This westerly is yeah. If you can see the water on the wind on the wind on the water behind me, that is a westerly wind, and it is very cold. Hence why I've got 2 hoodies on, a body warmer, my woolly hat, gloves. It's a very cold wind. Outcasts, I should. No, not outcasts, just non-employees of the company can't fish here. Unfortunately, it's an employee-only syndicate. What about fish thaw? I don't know, Lucas. Anything fishy, oily based, I think, not personally, I tend to avoid this time of year. Do you work for a fishing company? No, as I was saying, David, I work for Honda in Swindon, where we build the Honda Civic mostly. I'm on the Nutcracker doing pretty well. But yeah, I've used the Nutcracker, smells absolutely lush. Yeah, I can't fault the Nutcracker, apart from one tiny bit, is I found their pop-ups weren't very buoyant enough to hold up like a Ronnie rig or a Stiff-Hinge rig all night, so for pop-ups for like Ronnies and that, I've really gone back to CC more, or if I do get a bait that's not very buoyant, I tend to drill it out a little bit and plug it with a bit of cork to make it a little bit more buoyant. My biggest fish is 28.5 pound mirror from Big A. Oh, I think I've read that. What about catfish? Oh yeah, I have caught catfish because I have targeted them on Todbers Paddock Lake, and my biggest catfish is 41 pound. So technically, my biggest UK fish is 41 pound, the catfish, but carp it's 38.5. Have you fished in wakes? Never heard of wakes. Or did you mean Wales, Jacob? Oh, Wales, yeah. I'll see that on the next message now. Wales. No, never been to Wales. Shame the F1 engines are poop. Yeah, they are a bit, but unfortunately our side has absolutely nothing to do with the F1 team. Off shopping now. Enjoy your shopping, Wayne. Any plans to do any blogs in Wales? Actually, there are a couple of venues in Wales I would like to get to. I think Cefn Mebli is one. And is it White Springs or Summit in Wales? Is that? I think that's the one. I think it's White Summit in Wales, which I would like to get to. Welford Pools, still worth a go. Personal preference, Gary. Personally, I never even liked Welford Pools when Jerry was still alive and running it. For me, the way the place was set up, everyone was all casting into the same bit of water. The way that swims were angled, everyone was casting into the same direction. And for me, I personally didn't like Welford Pools. All the best, dude. Do you use CC more? Yeah, I use CC more products probably the most out of anything else, Aaron. Going to Booker Lake in 2018. Shop in 2008. Would you join us as a guest? From Shropshire Carp Squad. Yeah, mate, all bar being work, family, you know, them kind of things, obviously I have to put first. Unless I've got any other plans, then yeah, I'm always happy to join people on guesties. I say the only thing that comes before fishing is work and family, so I like doing all. Yeah, Northern specials are very good. You've only got to ask Kev Hewitt about the Northern specials. I'll tell you what, I'm going to try and turn this up a little bit, so I'm not cranking my neck looking downwards. So yeah, I think anyone would tell you the Northern Specials are a very good bait, especially the yellows. Like I say, if you follow Kev Hewitt, he's caught a lot of his big fish on the Northern Specials, particularly the yellow. So yeah, they are very good. In fact, I've actually got some in my bag in my bivvy. James says, are you still sponsored? No mate, no, I've never been sponsored actually. Back in the early days when I started my blogs, I was associated with Hinders, because Hinders is my local, what was tackle shop, now just bait shop. And I was never sponsored by Hinders, but Hinders did like promote my blogs, give me a few freebies to show in my blog, so it wasn't a sponsorship, it was in association with. But bar that, I've never been sponsored. Hi, your first live stream, many more to come. Where? From Adrian Cooper. Yeah, well, yeah, thought I'd give this live malarkey a bit of a go. And I've not caught carp yet. I had a bream last night, unfortunately, on my middle rod. I don't know if you can see my rod. There you go, there's my rods just down there. It's a bit of a step down the bank to where my rods are, so unfortunately my rods are just out of sight. What do you think of the Ridge Monkey hooks from Josh Bath? Yeah, I've actually just bought some, Josh. That may be why you're asking. Oh, just move my tripod back a bit. Yeah, I've just bought some just this week, and I've had a feel of them. When I look at new hooks that come out, one of the first things I always look for in hooks is flex in the metal, and yeah, I tried to like bend the hooks out, and there was absolutely no flex in the metal whatsoever, so for sure they're going to be very strong hooks, and they're definitely sharp. I bought some wide gapes, beak points, chods, what's the other one, curve shank, and I had a feel of them, and they are all pin sticky sharp. Yeah, they're definitely going to be a good hook for short. In fact, I actually left them at home by accident for this session. I left them on my side, so I didn't actually tie any rigs with them for this session. From Carby Chris, that must have been a beast of a fight. If you're referring to the catfish, then yep, it is the maddest fight I've ever had, ever. White Springs, yep, that's the one, Mark. Yeah, that is definitely the one I want to get to. I saw recently they stocked about 30 fish in there, and they was all like 20 and 30 pounders on top of what they've already got there. So yeah, definitely one I want to get to next year. White Springs, I don't know. Just been fishing at Milton Pools Fishery, been free Milton Pools. I've heard about Milton Pools. I think it's near Oxford area, I think, somewhere around that area, but from what I've heard from people in the past, I can't say it's anywhere I want to fish myself. I've not heard very positive reports about it, to be fair. Would you say Farlow's in the best in winter in the south? I don't know, mate. To know that, I'd have to have fished a lot of other waters in the south, and although I fished a few, but yeah, get to Farlow's, it's always worth a go, mate. I'm going there myself, Boxing Day for 3 days, so so whether it's the best or not, I don't know, but it's always worth a go. Dave Green, have you ever been to Broadlands? Never fished it, mate, but I have passed it on the motorway. And I don't know if I ever would want to go to Broadlands, to be honest with you, because that motorway butts right up against one end of the lake, and I think all that road noise that close would actually put me off, to be fair. £38, was that on the linear, Chris? What episode? No, my 38 pounder I had, Kings of Europe, was actually from this lake I'm on now. So it wasn't in a blog, unfortunately, because I'm not actually allowed to blog here. Do you prefer linear or bluebell? Linear for travelling distance, because it's only 40 minutes away, but as a fishing complex, bluebell easy. For Carby Chris, 12mm sticky baits, pink Pikachu berry pop-ups. I'm not sure what that's in relation to, Carby Chris. Paul Pard, hello! The carp have gone deep. Well, they will have in here because the water level's down. So even with the water level down, it's still about 12 foot deep. Ever been offered a bait deal from Adam Wally? Yes, mate, a few times. Normally from smaller bait companies, probably ones like you might not have even heard of. But no, I never take them up, because when I'm doing me blogging, I prefer to use what I want when I want, do my own thing, and not be, you know, sort of be told what to do or to jump through hoops by particular bait companies, or, you know, so no, unless CC Moore offered me a sponsorship, I don't think I ever would take a bait deal or sponsorship. So no, I like doing my own thing in my own time, you know, not being told what to do by anyone, or expecting catch reports on a regular basis, because I can't fish on a regular basis, you know, family work, etc. So I remember the third time you was on YouTube before your own channel on Back of the Landing Net, and you smashed the lake to bits, hence the name Carp King from Happy Vapor. Yeah, I remember that, Happy Vapor. That's when I was fishing with Back of the Landing Net on their then syndicate, and yeah, had a very good session. And if I remember rightly, I was on the Hinders Flaming Squid bait for that session, which sadly is no longer made. So I think I've still got about half a kilo of that bait and a tub of pop-ups in the shed at home. But yeah, very good session, very good bait, sadly no longer made. Lucas Hopkins, is this where you caught the 30 pounder PB many moons ago on your blogs? Yes, it was, Lucas, back in episode 3. Well, before I got told off and told I wasn't allowed to blog here anymore. But I'm currently in peg 5, and I caught that fish up in peg 3. Chris, you should look up Livestream Fishing UK on Facebook, join that and do a live stream on there. Loads of people stream cut fishing. Yeah, I'll look into it if I remember after this. I've never heard of it, to be honest with you. There we are, very impressive. Hoping for a live bite. Yeah, so am I, Josh Bath, but to be honest with you, very highly unlikely on this lake. This is the kind of lake where if I get one fish in a whole weekend's fishing, I'm happy with that. It's a normally a sort of a one bite sort of lake session, whatever you want to call it. Now, last time I was here 4 weeks ago, I had one bite. Unfortunately, lost it due to being snapped off. So since then, I've respawned my lines with gone up a diameter in my breaking strain, and now fishing tight lines as well to keep my line off the deck, because this lake here, the deck is absolutely riddled with zebra mussels. So yeah, now fishing tight lines, which I don't normally like doing, to be fair, because I like my lines being pinned to the deck normally. So yeah, fishing tight lines can be awkward, especially when you've got a fish on that's going everywhere. But yeah, so I'm fishing tight lines, gone up a breaking strain, so hopefully that should combat any future possible break-offs. Had one bream as well last night, but lost it. Yeah, I had a bream last night as well, Adrian. Where are you fishing? I'm on a syndicate lake, a private syndicate lake, mate. In I can't really, because it is private, I can't really name it, but it's in the Cotswolds area, shall we say. That's about all I can really give away. Have you watched the latest Tohern video on the estate? Yeah, I have, mate. I watched it 2-3 nights ago. Well, the day they put it out, I watched it probably about an hour later. Yeah, very good. If he captures the essence of carp fishing down to a T, in my opinion, on that video. Just mentioned them because they are very good. Okay. Have you ever fished in a manor farm fishery? No, never been there, mate. Do back of the landing net guys still exist? Well, they're still alive, but as bloggers, no, they stopped. They've stopped blogging. Chris from Back of the Landing Net stopped first because of work, family, that kind of thing. He just didn't have time to put effort into doing blogs anymore. Jay continued for a little while with a couple of other lads, but yeah, I think they stopped completely. I don't think they've put out a blog for quite a while now. Only, yeah, I know Jay still goes fishing, Dave, but I don't know, does he still blog on his own? I don't know. I haven't seen anything from whether he still calls himself Back of Landing Net or just Jay, or I don't know. I've not seen anything from him for a long time, so I don't know. What do you think about that spawn-bound 83-pound carp? Looked a bit sad to me. Yeah, it's all pictures of it. It looked a bit distorted. I didn't read too much into it because I saw a lot of people arguing about it, and personally I try not to get involved in other people's arguments that have, you know, of little consequence or nothing to do with me. So to be honest with you, I don't really have an opinion on it. So Aaron, I think I've just answered the same question. Is Lee a smoker, Chris? He always looks high. No, he's a non-smoker, mate. Maybe he's just high on life. What bait are you using? I'm not reading that out. I'm not too smithy. I'm not smithy because that sounds a bit racist. Let me just reach behind the camera and I'll show you what bait I'm using at the moment. Oh, I'm still here. So, on one of my rods, I've got Stinky Squid white pop-up from Carphead Bangers on a Ronnie rig. On my middle rod, I've got a Tutti Frutti wafter from Hinders on a Slip D rig. Another good point. Tutti Frutti used to be from Richworth Baits, and I believe they still are, but they've come to some sort of deal with Hinders, where Hinders can also now do the Tutti Frutti. But it's not a copy, it's not a remake, it's not a imitation, it's the same, you know, ingredients and formula that Richworth Baits do. It's just also being done by Hinders now through some deal that they've done. And anyway, and then on the third rod, also again by Carphead Bangers, the Stinky Squid, but a pink dumbbell, and that's also being fished on a Ronnie rig. Right, I have to scroll back up because I've missed a few. Their videos are funny at times. Yeah, they were. I think that was it was because of the back of the landing net that actually got me into blogging. You know, they didn't make me start blogging, but you know, I first discovered bloggers, if you like, through back of the landing net, and I enjoyed what they do, and got to fish on some of their social stroke matches. And then after I got involved in their matches, I thought, yeah, I can do this blogging malarkey, and that's basically how I started, because I was watching back of the landing net. And yeah, and I like the element that they put into their videos, not taking it seriously, enjoying the fishing, and injecting an element of humour into their videos, which I've tried to do a little bit of, sort of, you know, kind of not copying, but you know, kind of working on that same kind of style, just enjoying my fishing, not taking it too seriously, doing my own thing, and you know, trying to be a bit humorous when I can. Jay is on the Christchurch ticket now. Yeah, I've seen some of the catch reports he posts on Facebook, mate, and they are absolutely stunning fish. I'll go out and cook dinner top lines, mate. Yeah, I'm going to leave it very soon, because the Grand Prix programme should be on by now, I think, and I want to watch the Grand Prix live, so I'm going to be leaving this very shortly myself. Hi Cup King, hi Gareth Price. What line do you use, Chris? I'm using the Fox soft steel camo in £18 now. I was using it in £16, but after a snap off I had last time on here, I've upped it to £18 I've got on my reels now. The diameter difference is 0.02 of a millimetre, so nothing in diameter, but an extra £2 breaking strain could make the difference. So yeah, I've got it in £18 now. I bought them Nuts 365. What I used in the yellowfin 10mm. Yeah, very nice bait that, Gareth. Get to Godalming, Chris. Great fishing. Heard of it, no idea where it is. Hi Tim Daly. Will there ever be a Carp King and crew fishing, French fishing trip blog? Yes is the answer. Just when, I don't know. The intention always has been to get a French blog under me belt. Just don't know when. Jake Douglas, how you doing, geezer? I'm doing good, mate, thanks. A little bit cold, hence how you can see I'm dressed up in many layers at the moment. Hi Chris, I see you. And yeah, that's my phone that goes off, mate, when you hear that I see you. I've got that as my notification tone, so whenever you hear I see you in my blog, it's just my phone going off somewhere in the background with a text or WhatsApp message or something like that. Got to go, see you later, Dave. Hi Clive. And we've got to get that blog done at Chad Lakes. Those of you that have just seen Clive's message, he's a regular at Chad Lakes, and we've been saying for ages now we'll have to get a blog done together at Chad, because Clive absolutely rips it up there. So what rigs are you using? I've got 2 rods on a Ronnie rig and 1 rod on a Slip D rig. Catching it, ain't more like, yeah, I'll have a go more of this live stream. I've done live streaming before on my likes page on Facebook, but oh yeah, I was looking through YouTube and I saw the live and I thought, oh, I've never done it on YouTube, so I thought I'd give it a go. Berkeley CM90 is a great line. Yeah, I've heard of Berkeley obviously, but never heard of the CM90, and to be honest with you, I'm more than happy with the line, the Fox soft steel camo that I'm using, and I can't see myself ever changing from that line, to be honest with you. I've got absolutely no complaints on that one. He was the bloke with the mask in your previous vids, they were funny. Yeah, I know, that was Linear last year. I think actually we all had a go at wearing the mask to be in the background of certain clips in that video. That was when me, Lee and Simon were fishing at Linear, and I think at some point we all had a go at wearing that mask. Is the Black Widow carp rod any good from Karen Boone? Never used it myself, but I understand it's a very good budget rod. It's very, you know, if you're just getting into carp fishing or want cheap rods, then that's the sort of the target they're aiming at with that rod, I believe. Have a nice day. Cheers, mate. I'm using ESP Synchro Loaded from Dave Green. Yeah, I've used it myself. Didn't like it. Found it was bulletproof, strong, but also found it was too thick and wiry and didn't cast very well, so didn't like it myself. And Lucas, great as a starter rod. Bit more, yeah, pretty much just mimicking what I've just said there. Right then, guys. Right, anyway, yep. I'm gonna leave it there. So I think I've give this live bit a go. So for the first time, I say the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix program should be on now, which I want to watch because those of you who know me know I love my Grand Prix. So so I can see a few more messages. Oh god, there's absolutely loads of people. I think they're all saying bye now because I've said I'm going. So yeah, so to next time. I don't know when next time's going to be, but let's go fishing.